So my tone changes when I talk about professional doctorates. The reason is that there's a lot of institutions that want to take advantage of other people. And it's just like any other degree that even within the like an MBA game or undergraduate degree, there is a lot of actors that want to extract a lot of value from you. This is why my tone changes. There's a lot of actors that want to extract a lot of value from you, um, and not provide a lot of value back. And that's what you have to look out for is are they and this is why I'm really hesitant. That's why even in undergraduate programs and graduate programs, there's lots of institutions that do this, but it tends to be a little bit more, you know, what the different programs are that are pretty legitimate and have good bang for your buck. So I speak as if I was telling this to my son or, telling somebody that was a really good friend is look at the value that is being provided. It's not just about getting the degree often, right? It's like an undergraduate program or any particular program is that you want to see if there's value being given for what you're actually paying for it. And it turns out that in a lot of these professional programs, they know people are willing to pay a lot. Um, and so they're wanting to extract a lot out of it, right? And so I just am very nervous about those kind of arrangements. And I'm such a practical person that I want to make sure that you are doing really well, right? Like that you're getting economic benefit in a lot of different ways, right? It's not just about, so there's a financial return. I worry about that. That's why I am I tend to be actually pretty pessimistic about PhDs because the financial return for a lot, even the ones that pay a lot, um, they're just not there. And so you have to think about it in a different way. And then the other thing is like the value added that you're getting from an educational, I don't know why that's beeping, but the value added that you're getting from your education, like, is this a good education? You have to be careful about that as well. Um, because there's wide varying variance between them. And I don't want everybody, I believe in the fact of professional doctorates are actually really quite good. And there's great programs that train people and that are fairly well established, but they tend to be from institutions that you likely have heard about. Um, They tend to be with people that are well-intentioned, right? It's not just about extracting value from you, it's making sure that you are doing okay. Um, that there is the legitimacy, I think, is a really incredibly important thing, but it's not also just about legitimacy, but it's about, like, are there people wanting you to do okay? Um, is that something that's what I worry about, right? And that's where you have to look at the spidey sense and get that spidey sense is like, be wise. It's not just getting a degree. I think that that logic of I just need this degree that is important, but it's about, why am I actually doing this? That's actually important, right? Taking that desperation out and taking out the I'm just going to do this come hell or high water kind of feeling of it is a really important part of why you actually do things and knowing that right balance. And it's different for everybody. I realize that. That's why I'm really hesitant in KG, because it's different for everybody. But at the same time, look around and um, see if you can do the thing that you want to accomplish without getting that particular degree, without, you know, without going down a very expensive route. I'm very, very practical um with that. And like there is many different ways. That's why I stress it. There's many different ways to skin a cat. If you want to, you know, teach, you don't need to get a doctorate to teach. If you want to, um, if you want to get a particular job in research and development, see if there's a cheaper way, a less expensive way to do it. But you have to remember these degrees, they tend to just be wary of the messaging of what they're actually trying to do. They try to um, really, I'm hesitant. That's all. And I want you to come out of any situation feeling that you are doing good, right? That there's value added, and really analyze it. Get out the spreadsheet, get out the pros and cons before you do something, and look at it and see if there's actually value added of you doing this. And if you have a lot of money to your name and you think that it's important to you, then maybe you do one of these professional doctorates, or maybe you can find one from an institution that is relatively respectable, right? Like respectable for you, but will allow you to accomplish what you need to do. Then do that, right? Like if you need it to go into different positions in the university environment, then do that. I personally know people that have done that and currently doing that, and it's great for them. It works for them. But I want you, and I'm a big fan. I'm typically a very big fan of these kind of things because they're short, they're targeted, and they get you in and out. But simply for doing it, just the sake of doing it and spending a whole bunch of money on any degree, I think that's ludicrous. Um, I think you need to look for programs that have significant value added, that are helpful, um, and that you'll come out of it feeling better than when you started it. Or maybe not feeling better, but feeling that it was worth that experience of going through the hardship that you're going to go through, because it's very miserably difficult often. Um, it's just a lot of work, right? It's just grinding. And once you get that through your head, it's I think the calculation changes when you do that. And that's why I tend to be somewhat pessimistic about programs that prey on people's optimistic beliefs. Um, is that I want you to come out of it feeling like you accomplished something that was worthwhile and that you've done okay. All right, take care and have a wonderful day.